Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome here to the semi-final of the Champions League. That is where we are heading. Barcelona are through on the night, and not just through, they are through in emphatic style. Barca 3, Man United 0. Lionel Messi turning on that incredible genius and a wondrous goal from Felipe Coutinho. And incredibly, the action at the Camp Nou tonight is not our only focus, because Ajax, Frenkie de Jong, Matthias de Ligt, they tonight have knocked out Juventus from the Champions League. This is opening up now in our favour. Juventus out, Ajax, the incredible work they're doing, they are through. Barcelona are through. Manchester United have crumbled in the end. We won tonight at a canter. So much to discuss. It is a phenomenal night of football. Let's do this. And this is how Ernesto Valverde lined up on the night. Ter Stegen in goal, Alba and Roberto as the fullbacks. Roberto there preferred to Semedo with Piqué and Clement Longley. I have to say, right throughout the 90 minutes, after that first period of a bit of trouble from United, Piqué and Longley were hardly ever troubled. Busquets in midfield, who quite often through the game was dropping back into a back three to really stop that United forward line. They did go strong, they did do attacking under Solskjaer, but Busquets just dropping in here. The fullbacks, of course, bombing on. And Rakitic and Arthur in midfield here. They were very, very flexible. At times, Rakitic was dropping deeper with Busquets, and Arthur actually tonight was right the way across the middle of the park. He didn't just stick to the left-hand side. A lot of the time as well, he was linking up with Messi here on the right-hand side, and it was a very, very good performance from him. A massive ovation when he came off at the Camp Nou. Coutinho from the left-hand side, of course. We're going to talk about his goal. Suarez down the middle, and Lionel Messi, the man who really changed this game in our favour, and that there is the team on the night that swept aside Man United without really breaking a sweat. But let's start from the very beginning, and I have to say, looking at that lineup there, I would have preferred to see Dembele in the starting line. I would have preferred to see Nelson Semedo there on the right-hand side, who I have to say did very well when he came on for Sergio Roberto in the second half. But at the same time, I looked at that lineup and I thought, right, we've got to get the job done. Doesn't matter about the players there. There's enough on the field there. There's enough in that team to go and cause United problems. But I have to say, United came at the blocks really, really quickly. Within about 30 seconds, Marcus Rashford was through on goal. They'd found a gap. They'd really gone for us there in the right back area. He was in behind and he put it against the crossbar there. Could have easily gone in, but it didn't. And United there were looking very confident. They had Lingard, they had Rashford, they had Martial, exactly like we expected. A lot of pace in that forward line, and they did try and cause us problems. But all that I was thinking was, we just got to ride this storm here. We're at home, we got the fans behind us, the biggest attendance of the season so far at the Camp Nou. 96,000 fans there, screaming, an incredible atmosphere right throughout the game. And all we needed to do was ride that storm, because United were committing men forward, they were leaving space. There was definitely going to be a period where we could have really hurt them, and obviously the man to do it was always going to be the man in the first leg. It was hampered, of course, Smalling elbowing him in the head in that first leg. That massively affected Messi, and you always know he will hit back. We had a penalty, of course, that was given on Ivan Rakitic, brought down in the box by Fred. The referee, though, went to VAR. That was overturned. We had to bounce back from that, and of course it was always going to be Messi who really rose to the occasion. And ultimately here, it was Messi who changed the game in our favour, completely turned it around. It wasn't really the team at that time. I don't really feel it was a team performance that got us back into the game. It was literally Messi who turned the game, and it was that moment of magic, of skill, of phenomenal dribbling, of course, in a very tight space. He nutmegs Fred, he gets away from Ashley Young, two players there that he just leaves behind in his wake. He bursts through on goal. It's a little shimmy there, away from the defenders, onto that left foot, outside the box, but still, from that range there, you're thinking, you've got to beat David De Gea, well renowned, of course, in the Premier League and by Manchester United fans as the best goalkeeper in the world. Messi there just tears it past him. No chance for De Gea. Wonderful strike from Messi into that bottom left-hand corner. It's a stunning goal right from the very beginning, right from the first movement. Phenomenal from Messi. That's the opening goal. But then he just takes it to a new dimension. He's picking the ball up. He's taking it past United. You can see them there. They got fear in their eyes. They're thinking, oh my word, we cannot handle this guy. We don't know what to do. We can't turn to the right. We can't turn to the left. We can't back off. Whatever we do right now, Messi is hurting us. And he just kept picking the ball up. He kept scaring the life out of United. And in the end, it was an inevitability, really. He's going to get another goal. He picks it up on the edge of the box. He goes for goal again. This time, let's face it, David De Gea, it should be a simple save. But I think we saw him do exactly the same thing as this against Cristiano Ronaldo in the World Cup against Portugal there. And certainly De Gea, I think this season has been massively shaky. He has been overrated. A lot of people have been saying, when we've been saying Ter Stegen is the best goalkeeper in the world, a lot of people have been coming back saying, no, De Gea is the best keeper. Well, what about that from De Gea? Yes, he made a great save towards the end of half, but they're a massive mistake to let Messi make it 2-0. But it was inevitable comfortable, like I say. Messi on the night, certainly in that first half, that first period, he was on fire, scaring United, no doubt about that, and it was very comfortable. From that moment on, Messi was strolling around, doing what he usually does, assessing the game, looking at where he could hurt United, but it was all very second gear again. I can't help feel tonight, even though we've won 3-0, we easily beat United here, and I would say again, yes, it was definitely a better performance than what we saw at Old Trafford, but we knew that was going to happen. It couldn't get any worse than that. And in this game here, I would say about a 6 out of 10. Here tonight, I'd say we're in about third gear. We can still go up and up and up. Don't worry about that. These players out there tonight, they controlled the situation. Valverde with his team selection, they went out there, they were structured again. In defence today, we were more solid. We weren't perfect, but we were a lot more solid than we were in the first leg. In midfield, we were a lot better, I felt, tonight. Certainly Arthur really shone for me. Rakitic did some good defensive work when he needed to. Busquets as well was better. And it was all in terms of those attackers, and particularly Lionel Messi, who took it upon himself to really change the game in our favour. But of course, we have to talk about that second half goal from Felipe Coutinho, who again was picking the ball up there between the lines. And I just felt like in this moment, Coutinho, what he had to do was get out of his feet and belt it. Simple as that here, because I think a few times Coutinho gets the ball and he tries to do too much. You can see him. He really wants to succeed. He's desperate to make an impact. And at times, he has too many touches. He lingers on the ball. And I think this time, he just got the ball, got it out of his feet, and does what he does best. Picks it up. What a strike that is. What a wonderful goal that is. Into the top right-hand corner. De Gea this time, no chance whatsoever. Much like the Messi first goal, it's beyond him before he can even blink. Wonderful strike from Coutinho. Trademark goal there. The ex-Liverpool man, of course. That's going to mean a hell of a lot to him. Wonderful goal from Coutinho. He goes over to the crowd. He celebrates. He's very happy. But then, fingers in the ears celebration. Clearly not happy with the criticism. Clearly not happy what the fans and the media are saying about him. He wants to prove them wrong. And certainly goals like tonight, that is going to do it. Of course, massive moment for him. And crucial then, the tie was over. United were never ever getting back in this. Ever since Messi, I think, scored that first goal, we were strolling through it. And I still believe, I still maintain, we have got more to give. We can raise our level against Liverpool, it looks like, in the next round. That is going to be difficult. That's going to be tough. The first leg coming at home. The second leg most likely at Anfield. That's going to be a difficult game. But we can raise our level. We can improve even further. I believe the team as a whole can give more. They can support Messi in more of an area. I think certainly tonight it was upon Messi for that first half to turn it around all on his own with individual brilliance. You can't always depend on Messi to do that, especially in games as high intensity, high pressing as this. Certainly Liverpool will come here and be better than United, but certainly here we have put down an improved performance. We're through to the semi-finals. That was what we wanted to do. Get the job done tonight, win by several goals, which we have done, and everything you can say there, tick, tick, tick. We've done what we wanted to. Now we're through to the semis. Now we'll focus on those games. The one thing I will say though, looking ahead to Liverpool is, Liverpool right now are in a massive title race. Now obviously, no disrespect to Porto, but right now it seems like Liverpool will be the team going through. If we do play Liverpool, they're going to be very focused as well on that Premier League title and the Premier League run-in with their fixtures. What we're going to do is, we're going to be resting our players, just like on the weekend in La Liga, really gearing up for the Champions League. And of course, like I mentioned at the start, an incredible job tonight, really unbelievable from Ajax Amsterdam. An incredible display from them, incredible hunger, bravery, heart. Every single time this team has been written off, you've thought, you know what, they can't go any further. They've come back stronger. Tonight, they went behind against Juventus, against Real Madrid. Certainly they had to go the away leg and win that game. They did exactly the same tonight. They hit back there massively. It was Van der Beek, the man that got them back in the game after Ronaldo's open. A very calm finish there from Van der Beek. And certainly in the second half, they had an abundance of chances. I was trying to watch so many games tonight because Barcelona, of course, they were my priority. But like I said, I thought we were really comfortable in that game. I was there on another stream trying to watch Ajax against Juventus. That was a massive game, and I could certainly see Ajax growing as the game went on. They're creating so many chances, and deservedly, I think they won tonight. Massively deserved. De Ligt gets the winner. They could have scored more goals after that. They had a goal ruled out. Certainly, they were the better side on the night. Fantastic football again from their young team. They really are an inspiration for any team around the world. They're defying the odds here. They've come to an enormous level here to reach the semi-finals. And also tonight, Cardiff City, my local team, battling relegation in the Premier League, really up against it. They have been now for several weeks. A massive game against Brighton, and we won that game. Cardiff 2, Brighton 0. We play Liverpool on Sunday, so I'm going to be up close and personal, looking at Liverpool, looking at what they're going to do against us on Sunday at the Cardiff City Stadium. But what a night for football. Barcelona 3, Manchester United 2, Messi with 2 goals. The first one, magnificent on the night. Coutinho with a stunning drive. Juventus out of the Champions League, knocked out there to Ajax's young side. De Jong, De Ligt, they could be players, of course. De Jong will be a player of Barcelona next season. Even the Camp Nou, when the goal went in from De Ligt, massive roar around the Camp Nou. It was a time time that we were making a substitution, Semedo was coming on. It wasn't for Semedo, it was for that Ajax goal. A wonderful moment there, clearly between the two clubs, a very close affinity there. Massive to see what they're doing, and it truly was tonight. A wonderful night of football, everything going in our favour, and I just can't stress enough here, guys. We can still go up. We can still give more. We can still arrive at a game in the semi-finals in an even bigger mindset, even bigger performance. Do not fear. It will come. So let me know your thoughts on the game in its entirety and everything else that has gone on tonight in the comments down below, guys. I will see you soon, of course. Lots more videos will be coming up when we know, of course, our Champions League opponents for the semi-finals. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you soon, of course. But until then, as always, we are into the semi-finals. Vesca! El Barça.